Hello and good morning to everybody. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday and you're spending your Saturday doing something fun or perhaps something relaxing. So, what are we doing today? Well, Foodie put out another video and I wanted to give my thoughts on it, as well as take some time and show you some cool stuff that I found on Twitter, some stuff that'll make you smile, maybe giggle, maybe just have a good moment to feel good. So, Foodie did another little food video. She talks about different things, and the feeling that I got from the video is she's missing home. She's really missing being back in Canada. She's been doing a lot of being nostalgic, talking about Canada, things back in Canada, things that she used to do. So, the feeling, Foodie, is you really want to go back home. So, my question to you is why haven't you? Is it because you have nothing there to go home to? You don't have the villa. That if you went back to Canada, not only would you be surrounded by all the temptations, but you literally have nowhere to go except maybe a hotel or a motel room. Well, if that's the case, even if you had to go to a motel or hotel room, I'm sure you'd be a lot happier back in Canada than you are in Kuwait because obviously in Kuwait, you are bored. And that's not Kuwait's fault. I'm sure there's lots of things to do, lots of people to talk to, the culture, the learning. There's so much to do, except you don't want to do those things. So you sit in your human hamster cage and just stuff yourself full of food. But regardless of that, let's go over the video. But first, let's start on Twitter because I've had a very busy morning today. I made another ambiance video for the new ambiance channel. I know some of you on my channel, maybe you're not into the ambiance thing, and that's okay. It's not for everybody, but it's something that I enjoy doing. So I made a new ambiance video, but unfortunately, I can't post it on the new channel today because I've reached my upload limit. YouTube actually has a limit with how many videos you can post today. I've already hit mine, but I'll post it tomorrow. So for those of you that may be curious about the new Ambiance channel, please do check out my community post because the link from one of the videos is there and you can find the channel that way. So let's go on to Twitter. And let me just show you some cool stuff on Twitter. There's foodie stuff, there's other stuff. Well, let's start here. All right, this is from Out of Context Dogs. So this puppers, he got really creative and he's really smart. He's like, I want to get clean. So he went to, he's at a car wash. Look. And he's like, hey, I'll just let the brushes do all the work and I don't have to pay. So just making a point to brush up against the brushes. Hey, he's going in for a polish and enjoying the feeling of the brushes and just cleaning up the fur. How about that? See, Chantal, even dogs like to have a nice, good bath. They feel good. He's like, hey, I got what I wanted. I'm out of here. So I just thought it was cute and to show it to you guys. Okay, who did this? From Darth Mando, Mountain Dew dogs. Um, you know, I don't know if that would taste very good. I can't imagine the taste of Mountain Dew and hot dogs combined. Um, yeah, that's a no for me. That's a definite no. I don't think that would taste very good, but whoever did this, yeah, no. Just no. Absolutely not. Okay, from Hidden Truths, Foodie Beauty. If he was driving, who was using his channel to talk? Why did she ask if he was sleeping if he was driving to get food? So let's watch the clip.
Yeah, that's our doorbell, permanent tourist. Our apartment has a doorbell. Princess Sarah, we're having like a bunch of things. You want me to come get it, babe?
In other words, he's got to go get it because Salah is basically Pete's 2.0. Everybody asks, does Salah have a job? He does. His job is to cater to Foodie Beauty, to go get her food, to bring her food, to be in her chats and moderate for her. That's basically his job. That's what she pays him for. He doesn't have a regular job. She does not allow for the men in her life to have a regular job because that would mean he's in another location. He might be talking to other women and she can't have him all to herself. So if you are a man in Foodie Beauty's life, and God help you if you are, you're not allowed to work except for her. That's how she keeps people under her thumb. She keeps you from being independent by making you codependent on her and her money.
Behind the curtain. Can you say Marhaba ana ismi Chantal? Kuwait, Jamila. In their ears.
What in the world is he doing? How much food did he bring her?
That's fine.
Like you just heard the sound of like bags and bags and bags being opened up. Good Lord, Foodie, how much food did you order?
Okay. Marhaba ana ismi Chantal Kuwait Jamila. Yeah, that means my name is Chantal. Like, hi, my name is Chantal, and Kuwait is nice.
Yeah.
Kuwait is beautiful.
Marhaba means hello.
Yeah.
He's so useless. I can't with Salah. He is just so incredibly useless. All right, now this is from Aren't You Exhausted? And I really support what Aren't You Exhausted is doing because they are making an entire tarot deck out of all the different Foodie Beauty girl world characters. So let's look at some of the pictures. This is some of the artwork for each of the cards. And here's another. And I've already left a comment on that tweet letting Aren't You Exhausted know, look, if you ever decide to make this into an actual deck, I'd be very interested to buy it so I can use it on my YouTube channel to do readings. I would love to use it to do readings here on my channel for all of you. So I'm hoping that all of these cards get completed so that I can maybe get them and use them to do readings for all of you. I think that would be very entertaining. But great artwork, Aren't You Exhausted? Please sign me up if you actually make this into an actual deck. Okay, Mrs. Floopa Booty says, okay, one more today. I just can't help myself. Chantal makes this too easy. My new the Face When series. Enjoy and a happy Saturday. The face when you realize you got trolled by Peggy Hill. You realize you still have to pay your Canadian taxes. You get a text from Natter. Salah asks for something to eat. You find out the First Amendment only applies in the United States. Salah catches you eating your fourth takeout of the day. The trot hit. Uber Kuwait cuts you off. That's great. Thank you for posting that, Mrs. Floopa Booty. It gave me a laugh today. Okay, now this is so cute. This is so cute. Look at this, B and S. I love this because anybody who watches Kaya Simons, you know that she has a French bulldog by the name of Beatrice, and I absolutely love Beatrice. I think all of her dogs are cute, but I just absolutely adore Beatrice. So here we have like a mini Beatrice, and French bulldogs are funny because they do not acknowledge how small they are. They just don't care. They think they're 10 times the size of what they are. They just, no fear. So here's this little French bulldog playing with and bossing around a Rottweiler. Kaya, if you ever see this, look at this. Isn't this adorable? This French bulldog's like, I don't care if I'm small. I just don't care. I'm going to play with you. I'm going to bother you. I'm going to annoy you. And you're just going to have to put up with it. But the Rottweiler is just like, he knows the French bulldog is small. And they're being really careful and they're being really playful. They're not going after the Frenchie at all. But look at the ears. Oh, look at the little French bulldog ears. I can't. Look how adorable this is. Little baby batteries with a Roddy. See, Roddies aren't vicious animals. How adorable. Okay, going on. Okay, that's it. It's all the stuff I found on Twitter. I know a lot of you love the Twitter stuff. I do too. Kind of gives you a little palate cleanser between all of the foodie stuff, gives you something to smile about. So let's get started with the actual video itself, because that's what you're here for. And I'm here for you to make it entertaining. All right, we're starting out the video. Of course, Foodie is promoting her new cameo. And word on the street is that she's already made $125 off of some cameos. I don't know why anyone would want to pay her for a cameo, why anyone would want to give her money, but it's not for me to tell people how to spend their money. But she's already making a little bit of money off of it, and she's promoting it here. So let's get on with the videos, shall we?
Personalized video or direct message from me on Cameo. It's super easy.
By the way, just a pro tip, if you're someone and you're looking for Foodie to say something to you, you may or may not take this route. If you want Foodie to say something to you, you might be able to do it for free by going into a chat when she's got open chat going and then just talking to her there, and then just go ahead and clipping the part where she talks to you for yourself, and you've got your own little personalized video without paying the $25. But anyway, let's keep going.
Cameos also make great birthday or special occasion gifts. Hope
I could think of other ways to spend some birthday money besides spending it on you and putting it in your pocket. But that's just me.
to hear from you. Bye.
What is this look? Can we talk about this look? This is an unfortunate fashion choice. What is going on here? What is this? Listen, everybody's got their own sense of fashion, but I'm trying to find the aesthetic here. I'm trying to understand it, and I'm just not getting it. So we've got the pink plaid shirt. We've got the hat. I'm not seeing a correlation between the two. No shade on anyone who's a trucker, because truckers provide us with a valuable service. They transport the goods, and it's a very dangerous job. My roommate is actually a trucker. But what in the truck stop vibe is this? So that is Salah's hat, but her head is so big it doesn't even fit. It's just sitting on her head. What were you thinking, and what were you doing putting this look together, Foodie? I don't understand it. I just don't get. Girl, you need a stylist. You need a serious stylist right here.
In New York. It's a New York hat. I don't know. I'm like so far from New York right now, but
No, I would say she's trying to go for some sort of a theme, but she's got a New York City hat on, and she's going to be eating Philly cheesesteak. Philadelphia is a whole different area, Foodie, by the way.
Anyways, hello. Welcome back to another video. This is Salah's hat. So today for my
Obviously, because it fits on his head and not yours.
mukbang, doesn't fit on my head, I know. Wait. Okay, so today for my mukbang, I'm having great steak, which is one of my favorite places. I don't know if you guys have that. If you
Wait, what? One of your favorite places. When have you ever been to Philadelphia? When have you ever eaten a whole lot of Philly cheesesteak? Never. Did somebody pay you for this? I'm going to ask that in every video, because you're eating all kinds of food that you normally don't eat. But it's not one of your favorite places. One of your favorite places would be Burger King for the Nashies, or Dairy Queen for the Twisty Misties. This was never one of your favorite places.
have this in your, there we go. If you have this in your hometown, please let me know. So I have a Pepsi. Crack it open. I have cheese fries. The cheese fries are good.
Because you just don't get enough cheese in your diet. It's not enough that you literally pour it down your throat. You got to put cheese on the fries. Got to. It's required, y'all. It's Chantal. She has to have cheese on everything. Cheese on the burger, cheese on the cheesesteak, cheese on the fries, cheese everywhere, cheese for days.
Good. And a Philly steak, yes. And you get a free burger if you order a combo. Well, it's like 200 fills extra for a burger. I want to try the cheese.
She just contradicted herself. First, she tried to tell us you get a free burger, which immediately in my mind was screaming, that's a lie. Since when do restaurants give you a free burger with a cheesesteak? Then she said, oh, it's another 200 for the burger. So you had to pay for it. So that enormous cheesesteak sandwich in front of you and the fries wasn't enough. You got to have a burger. Essentially, you're eating two meals at the same time, which a lot of people have been calling you out for. They've been calling you out for the portions and the fact they're eating double portions and trying to lie to everybody and saying, I'm only eating one portion. No, you eat for 3 or 4 people.
Cheeseburgers and see. So let me show you this food here.
Why do you have to show it to us? It's cheese covered fries, cheese covered steak, and cheese covered burger. This is not a meal that none of us can't have. So why do we need to see it up close? Oh, wait, that it's for that group of people in your audience that want to see you eat fast food. Got it.
Yeah. And I'm going to say Bismillah. And let's eat. Okay, let me try these cheese fries and the burger.
I think it's interesting that she says Bismillah right before she commits gluttony. But go ahead, foodie.
All right. There's nothing you can't do.
Listen to me, you witch. It's far too early for you to be singing. I don't want to hear it. I'm sitting here having my coffee. I just want to enjoy my coffee in peace. Can you not sing? Can you just put the singing aside for another time so I can enjoy my coffee? I have to react to you. Don't torture my ears.
In New York,
No.
the streets will make you feel brand new.
And worse, her singing is terrible. But not only is she's singing in like kind of a infantized voice, which is even more annoying.
I don't know the words. And c'est bon, as we say in French. So, you guys,
Y'all notice what she's going for first? So what does she have in front of her? Yes, this is all unhealthy food. We all know that. But she's got the steak sandwich in front of her. She's got the burger. So there's a little bit of protein in each of those, going straight for the carbs right away. She's putting that front and center in front of her. Got to get those carbs first, even though there's carbs in the burger and carbs for the sandwich because they both have buns. Got to go straight for the carbs with the cheese.
okay, I'm going to try to eat politely.
Good luck with that.
How boring. All right. So this burger has mustard, ketchup, mayo, no relish, but 1 pickle. And let's see, cheese. Yeah. Kind of tastes like a Burger King hamburger to me.
You know, you can always tell when she likes something that she eats because she'll take huge, gigantic bites. And whatever she's eating does not last long, like 5 or 6 bites and it's gone. Versus something she doesn't like, where she'll take smaller bites and, she's not so enthusiastic about her eating. Did you really just do that? So she dropped something on her shirt. You can, okay, let me just blow it up. Sorry, I don't have Zoom. Right here, right where my pointer is. She's already dropping food on her clothes, and she just put her finger down there and licked her finger. There's not enough food in front of you, foodie? That when you drop something on your shirt, you gotta lick that off too? How hungry are you?
I have to be careful with my shirt not to get it dirty.
Get a bib. Is there no towel in the house? Is there nothing in the house you can drape around yourself when you do these videos to protect your clothes? Or maybe don't have a bib, don't have a towel. Learn to eat like a normal human.
Mm. That's a good, legit cheeseburger. Yeah. And these cheese fries are slapping. So, guys, what's new and exciting?
Well, this is your video. You tell us. This is your channel. This is your content. Shouldn't you be coming to the table with something to talk about? This video was less than 20 minutes long. You can't find 20 minutes of dialogue to insert here and there to make it interesting.
I have some new things going on. I know, you guys are not used to repetitive. Like, I mean, I do a mixture of things usually on my channel, like vlogs and mukbangs.
Yeah, but even with the vlogs, they have to contain food. Everything has to contain food because you know who you're catering for. Your channel has always been centered around food. Part of that is because you have this hyper fixation on food. You're way too wrapped around it to the point where you can't think of anything else. You don't want to do anything unless food is involved. But we all know who you're catering to, Chantal. You're looking for those food interested people. They have a special interest in food and they're willing to pay extra for off of YouTube content. That's who you're really gearing your content at, attracting more of those people. You're not interested in 100% of your audience and what they want and what entertains them. You're just interested in catering to a certain fetish and interest. Even if it means ruining your health, even if it means health problems and a potential hospital visit, you don't care. You're just catering to that small niche of people. And it's doing you no favors by doing that.
I've been sticking to mukbangs because, like, for now anyway.
Yeah, because that's where you're making your money. So she just got through telling us, I've got different things going on, but I can't talk about them. Why not? For the 100% audience on your channel, the other 75% that they don't want to see you destroy your health. If you've got different things going on, if there's different things that maybe they could be looking forward to, why not talk about them here? Why not say, yeah, I've got different things going on. I've got different content that I'm going to do. Here's what is upcoming. And then just go down the list and give us some clues and some details about what you're going to be doing. But no, you just stopped right there. There's different things that I'm doing. So either A, you don't have different things going on, or B, those things you do have going on revolve around food and catering more to that niche of people that you really shouldn't be catering to.
But Inshallah, coming real soon. We have a lot of different content coming up.
Like what? Tell us.
It's been so hard for me to keep things secret.
There's really nothing to keep secret because Foodie doesn't know how to keep a secret. There's either garbage going into her mouth or garbage coming out. What is there to keep secret? It's over 100 degrees in Kuwait right now, y'all. Even at night, it's really, really hot. So obviously, she's not going to go outside during the daytime or at night to show anything different beyond what she's doing. Whatever she does, she's got to do it inside the house with the air conditioning. Because going outside the house right now is a no go. So, what secrets are you keeping? Are you setting up different platforms to cater more to that niche of people? Is that why it's a secret? Foodie only keeps a secret when she's doing something she knows that she shouldn't be doing. That's the only time. When there's something shisty going on, that's when she clams up.
But it will be worth it. Because you're not going to believe what I'm doing. So you can expect the unexpected.
Well, what would shock us? That is so unexpected. You doing these videos and all of a sudden you pop up in Canada again? You're right. That would be unexpected. That would be a shocker. But the big question is, are you going to go back to Canada? That would be something good for you if you went back to Canada because you'd be a lot happier. You'd be surrounded by the temptations, but you're not happy in Kuwait. You're miserable. And you keep trying to sell to us, I'm happy here. I love Salah. He doesn't love you. You don't love him. You're both sick of each other. Just go home, Foodie. Just go back. Because no offense to Kuwait. As I said, Kuwait, I'm sure, is a wonderful place with wonderful people, wonderful food. But as far as Foodie, this whole Kuwait arc has been especially boring. And that's her fault because she hasn't shown us a whole lot. She's very limited to what she can do, what she can show. The whole Kuwait arc has been boring, so boring.
I would love to do food tours. Like,
Oh, dear Lord. Food tours? Gee, doesn't that sound exciting? So she wants to travel and just eat fast food in every city, in every town, in every state. That may be exciting for you, but not for your audience. Foodie, you have a YouTube channel. If you want to do food tours for yourself, for your personal pleasure, that would be one thing. But you're on YouTube and you're expecting people to watch you and give you the views and super chats and all that. You got to consider what the audience enjoys. Because if they enjoy something, they'll come back for more. But if they're not enjoying it, they won't watch anymore. There seems to be a disconnect here. You seem to think because you're hyper fixated on food, because that's all you want to think about, it's all you want to do, your obsessions are not our obsessions. Our meaning the audience. That's the disconnect. You think what is interesting to me must be interesting to other people. And can I tell you something? It's not. This is where having an outside perspective is valuable. Your total obsession with food is not everybody else's obsession, but you try to put your obsession on YouTube and think everybody else will be into it too. And the only people that are as hyper fixated on food as you, as I've said, is that subset of people in your audience that all they want to do is find channels and people that cater to that. And they don't give a crap if it means you're going to gain weight, you're going to get sick, and you end up in the hospital. They don't care about you, they care about what you give them.
Go to Philly. Try the steaks there. Is anyone from Philly? What is the best cheesesteak place? Is it Gino's or something else?
You know, it's too bad you won't go to Philly. I'm sure there's lots of things to do and experience in Philadelphia. Great people, great culture, great everything. That would be some content if you were in good health and you could walk around Philly, talk to the people, have a good laugh. That would be good content. Same thing with Kuwait, same thing with Canada. If you were much more active and showed a variation of content, that would make it interesting. But I can already see you in Philly right now. You would, if you did fly to Philly, you'd be shacked up in some hotel room or motel room, and all we'd see is the room and you eating the fast food from there.
Also, I don't think that the Nashi was out this season in Canada. Which like is so weird that the one season I'm not.
So she's in Kuwait, and even though she's in Kuwait, surrounded by all the wonderful food, she's still thinking about her beloved Nashies. Well, come back to Canada, Chantal. You can have all the Nashies you want. Nashies all day, Nashies all week. Go back to Canada and you can eat your beloved Nashies.
Not there. They don't have Nashis.
Oh,
I swear if somebody watches my channel from Burger King headquarters and they're like, yeah, calling their
yeah, I'll never forget the tweet that she actually tweeted to Burger King saying, when are your Nashies going to be out? And Burger King replied back to her saying, somebody's eager. But somebody actually tweeting at Burger King, when your Nashies going to be out? And it was her. She was so eager for those doggone Nashies that she had to tweet Burger King.
higher ups and they're like, yeah, she's not in Canada this season. No point in making the Nashi. We won't make any profits.
I also will never forget how when she was in Canada, her going to a Burger King and finding out they didn't have any more Nashies. Oh, she was so upset. She would literally drive around looking for a location that had her beloved Nashies.
I swear. What was it? Like almost every day?
Yep, it was. Every day she would buy like 3 or 4 of those suckers at a time. It wasn't enough to have one. She would literally stock up on Nashies for the day.
I would take the Kia through the drive-through.
Yep.
Yeah, can I get 2 Nashis?
No, it was about 4. When you found out that some of the locations were not serving Nashies anymore, you would freak out and buy double the amount just to make sure you had a Nashi all day.
Just the burger. The bread at Gray Steak is so soft. Look at that. And the meat is tender, has caramelized onions and cheese sauce. Let's try that beauty bite. You know you want some.
No thanks. No shade on Philly. I'm sure they make a wonderful cheesesteak, but right now, watching you eat it, I'll pass. I'll just drink my cup of coffee and be happy. Thank you.
Mmm. Oh, wow. Hey, I had a bite ready to go. You know who does that? Mark Wiens. He takes a bite. This is my impression of Mark Wiens. Wow. Mm. His eyes pop out of his head when he takes a bite with enjoyment. I think this is wow. I love his channel. Mm. I'm trying to think of food that's exclusive to Canada that
Chantal, the only food you think about in Canada is fast food. You love your takeout because you could just drive through a drive through or order takeout. It gets delivered to you. You don't have to worry about cooking it or preparing it. You just order it and it's there. And I think part of the reason why you like takeout is not just because getting the food is easy that way. You seem to have this mentality that because you order takeout, that makes you better than the rest of us because you have enough money that you can order takeout while the rest of us peasants have to actually go to the store and buy our food and cook our food at home. Let me tell you something. Us peasants that we buy our food and bring it home, our food is healthier than what you're eating. So nanny boo boo, okay? We eat healthier than you do. You're spending more on junk. We're spending less on actual healthy food.
we can't get here. Harvey's. They have the best deep fried pickles at Harvey's. The best veggie burger.
You know, I can't imagine eating fast food and at the same time you're eating it and eating a lot of it, talking about food. So it's not enough that she's sitting here eating this fast food. She can't just be satiated eating the fast food. But she's getting herself geared up for another meal after this one by talking about more food that she wants.
Like, if you guys are in Canada and you have a Harvey's, and the Harvey's Swiss Chalet combo. Swiss Chalet is bomb. But I have to say, I'm more of a St. Hubert's person.
Talking about all of her favorite fast food restaurants. Girl, you want to go home so bad. Go home. You're missing the food. You're missing the freedom. Go home. Walk up to Salah and say, listen, this whole thing with you ain't working. I want to go home. Even if I have to stay in a motel room, I want to go home. I want to drive in my Kia. I want to make my daily trips to Starbucks and Burger King. I want to eat those nashies. I want to go back to the dispensary. I'm going home. Because you and me, we don't love each other anyway. You can't stand me. I can't stand you. We're in each other's way. As far as making money, I'm going to go. Just go.
Which is another place in Canada.
You know, talking about all these places in Canada, but notice she's not talking about her favorite places in Kuwait. But I thought you were happier in Kuwait, Chantal. You said that you experienced more peace in Kuwait than you did in Canada. You said, I'm closer to Allah here in Kuwait than I was in Canada. And I'm happier here in Kuwait because Salah is here. Well, apparently, everything you've surrounded yourself with is not enough because here you are being nostalgic, not about the place, not about Canada, but but all the fast food you ate in Canada without restriction.
That you won't find a St. Hubert's in the States. It's a French Canadian thing.
That's okay. We don't want you here anyway. You always put down the Western world. The Western world is so terrible. But you did drive 6 hours across the border to eat over here in the United States. You did that. I remember that. You did that. But don't come to the United States. We don't want you here. Sorry, Canada. So sorry. Look, she lives here. You're stuck with her. Don't you send her over here. We'll send her right back.
And they have the best food. Like they have the best chicken strips. I've had better rotisserie chicken, if I'm honest. I find their rotisserie chicken, always seems a bit undercooked or something. They have good ribs, but they're not halal. Um, has no halal food. Like, let's say I went to Disney World.
You'll never make it there. No, she won't. You know, as far as being a reactor, foodie at Disney World would be great content. If you think about it, it would be fantastic. Oh, it would be fantastic. Imagine her at Disney World, the heat, the people, the pretty ladies walking by. If she was with Salah, the moment he looked at a pretty lady, she would lose it. Her being hot and uncomfortable, her trying to find a ride she could actually ride comfortably. It would be fantastic content because she would rage. Oh, she would rage. She's got a lot of pent up rage inside of her right now. And she's been dying to let loose, and yet she can't. We've been waiting for that royal rage to come just spewing out of her. If she went home, it would happen. But her at Disney World, as far as a reacting standpoint, yeah, that would be fantastic. But she'll never make it there. So we can just cry our silent tears over here. Boo hoo.
Um, you would have to pick something vegetarian. And they do have a lot of vegetarian options. I was checking their menus at like Be Our Guest and oh my gosh. You remember I told you about when I was a kid, I went to Florida, but I went
More nostalgia. She's doing that a lot lately, talking about when I was a kid and this, that, and the other thing. She's always bringing up her childhood. That points in the direction of her being nostalgic. I miss home. I miss the freedom of home. There's memories there. Chantal, you keep throwing out all these little clues. You want to go back to Canada. So just freaking go.
to a diner that was dark and it was like a drive-in. And you eat in these old Hollywood style cars. I found the place. It's like sci-fi something and it's in Hollywood studios. And it's still operating. So if and when I go there, I have to eat there.
You will never eat there. And I'll tell you why. Because you be surrounded by other people. You hate being around people. You feel very awkward with yourself. You don't like public places, especially when there's lots of people. You're always afraid of being judged or somebody saying something to you. And you can't hide your true self in front of actual people like you can in front of a camera.
Also, when I went was so long ago that Tower of Terror was in the middle of being constructed. So I want to do yes. Okay. Where is that? Oh. I'm like, where did that cheese fly? On my shirt, no doubt.
You know, cheese and sauce wouldn't fly everywhere if you took smaller bites. But you literally unhinge your jaw like a rattlesnake. to get those gigantic bites. Take smaller bites and the food wouldn't fly everywhere, Chantal.
But no. There. It's hard to talk and eat.
Right. So why don't you eat off camera? Then you can just sit in front of the camera and maybe eat something smaller or don't eat at all and talk to people. Actually talk to the people, not use the food as sort of a built-in filler content. That's another reason why you eat on camera, because if you're eating, you're stretching out the video time. You're running up the meter versus not eating. And then if you have a 17-minute video, you have to talk and interact with people the entire 17 minutes. If we took out all the moments where she was eating and not talking, this video would be a lot shorter. So she wants it as long as possible for that YouTube AdSense money.
So good.
Okay, you know what? We've only got a couple minutes left. I've seen I've seen enough. Have you guys seen enough? I think you've seen enough. I don't think any of us are fans of watching her eat. It's just gross. She definitely does not know how to eat like a lady. Not at all. So I'll tell you what, we're just going to cut it off here. And I thank all of you for coming to sit with this and watch it with me. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe and leave a comment. Would love to hear from you. I love hearing your thoughts, feelings, and opinions because you all have a voice here. Everyone have a wonderful Saturday and please take care of yourselves and enjoy yourselves. Bye-bye.